Good morning students. Welcome to English class. Today we will do revision of chapter number 7 and chapter number 8. I hope you all are doing hard work for your terminal exam. Beta, hard work is the key to success. So do prepare for your terminal exam. So let's start chapter number 7. Today I have sent you one practice assignment of grammar also from chapter 7 to 14 that will come in your terminal 1 examination. Beta, do that practice assignment in a self-practice notebook, and one more important thing, do yourself. Don't do any kind of cheating. Okay beta? So let's start today's chapter. It's chapter number 7, possessive form. See, what is possessive form? What do you mean by possessive? Possessive when it shows the possession. To show the possession, we use a apostrophe s, right? For example, look at this sentence. This is the pen of Mohan. We are using here of preposition to show the possession that this pen of Mohan. We can write this sentence in this way. This is Mohan's pen. So here we are showing the possession by putting apostrophe s after the noun. Mohan is a noun, right? So where we put the apostrophe s after noun. Okay. Now here are 3 or 4 rules of framing the apostrophe s. Beta, if a noun is singular, then we put a apostrophe s after a noun. For example, singular noun, this is Ram's gift. We are putting apostrophe after Ram. But if a noun is plural, then what we will do, after that plural noun, we will put just a comma. We will not add any s there to show the possession. For example, this is a boys. Boys is a plural noun, right? Singular form is boy and plural form is boys. And after boys, we are putting a comma here, hostel. Clear beta? So, with plural noun, we add comma after the plural noun. Next is the immovable things and the non-living things. If a thing, any object is immovable or a non-living, then we will not add apostrophe s. Then this correct sentence will be incorrect if we are adding apostrophe s with the immovable object, right? For example, the lid of the bottle is blue. To show the possession of the immovable things, we use O. We will not use S. If you frame the sentence, the bottle's lid is blue, then it will be incorrect because it's an object. So, we will show the possession only by using of here. We will not use any apostrophe s. Clear beta? This is a chapter number 7. It's a very easy chapter. You should know basically 3 rules are here. If a noun is singular, then we will add apostrophe s after the singular noun. If a noun is plural, we will add only a comma. If a noun is it's an immovable object, then we will not add any apostrophe s. Okay? Wait for a minute. Now we will start chapter number 8. It's pronoun and kinds of pronoun. See, firstly you should know what is pronoun. Pro plus noun. Pro plus noun means, pro means in place of noun we use pronoun. Clear? For example, if I am saying write about yourself, then what you will write down, my name is Daksh. Then you will again use I am an intelligent boy, I am in this class. So you are using now I and I. You will not use again Daksh and Daksh. Daksh is a noun and I is a pronoun here. So in place of noun we use a pronoun. Types of pronoun, see, first is a personal pronoun. Personal pronoun, it shows about any object, about anything. Okay. Basically, there are 3 persons, first person, second person and third person. First person is the speaker. Now, I am a speaker, so I is a first person. We is a first person because in we, I is also included. Okay. So first person is basically speaker, I, my, me, we, are, us. Next is a second person. Second person is the listener who is listening. Now who is listening? You are listening. So you are a listener here. So you is the second person. You, your, yours. And third person. Third person to whom we are talking about. जिसके बारे में हम बात कर रहे हैं. Means except first and second person, all are the third person. First और second person को छोड़ के बाकी सारी दुनिया क्या है? Third person है to whom we are talking about the person spoken about. For example, he is playing, she is studying, right? I played with him. So these all are the third person. This is a personal pronoun. Okay, beta. Now you can open your book also. Chapter number 8. Here one table is given. First person, second person and third person. First person singular pronoun. Second person singular pronoun and third person is also a singular pronoun. And plural pronoun in first person we, are, us because it's a plural pronoun. And next is a second person plural pronoun and next is a third person plural pronoun. Clear? Next type is reflexive pronoun. See, reflexive means when it shows the reflection. Okay, image. We often deceive ourselves. Ourselves is a reflexive pronoun of the pronoun we. Beta, here one table is given of the reflexive pronoun. You have to learn all this reflexive pronoun. I. What is the reflexive pronoun of I? Myself. We, ourselves. You, yourself. He, himself. She, herself. They, themselves. It, itself. Sometimes we are adding only SELF and sometimes we are adding SELVES. Why? Beta, if a pronoun is singular, then we will add only SELF. I is a singular pronoun. But if a pronoun is plural, we is a plural pronoun, then what will be the reflexive pronoun? We will not add SELF. We will add SELVES. So with plural pronoun we will add VES. With singular pronoun we will add SELF. I hope it is clear. Okay, come to the reflexive pronoun. Look at the board. Reflexive pronoun, it is used as an object of the verb to show the reflection. For example, object of the verb means it's a verb you express. You is a subject here, express is a verb here, and yourself is it works as a object here. So it's a reflexive pronoun of you. They blamed themselves. Again, after verb, it comes at the place of object. So it's a reflexive pronoun. And next is the emphatic pronoun. Emphatic pronoun when it shows the emphasis. When we want to show some emphasis, it's just like a reflexive pronoun. If you learn the table of the reflexive pronoun, that will help you out in the emphatic pronoun also, right? Then what will be the difference between these two pronouns? In emphatic pronoun, when we want to show the when we want to emphasize something, emphasize means जब हम किसी बात पे जोर देना चाहते हैं. For example, I myself do my work. Now I want to say कि मैं अपना काम खुद ही करती हूँ. After I, after subject, when we use this pronoun, then it becomes a emphatic pronoun. When we want to show the emphasis on the personal pronoun, then it is a emphatic pronoun. So after subject, it comes this. Now it is a emphatic pronoun. If we use yourself after verb, after here, then it is a reflexive pronoun. If we are using it after subject, now it is a emphatic pronoun. Clear? Now move to the next type. It's a possessive pronoun. As the name suggests, possessive. When it shows the possession, when it shows the belongingness. For example, this house is mine, right? This is my house. See, firstly we will look at this example. This is my house. It's a possessive adjective and this house is mine. Mine is a possessive pronoun. We can show the possession in two ways, by using it as a pronoun and by using it as an adjective also. So, how can we use it in a pronoun? This house is mine. Now mine is a possessive pronoun. Okay, we are using it in place of noun. Whose house is this? We are saying this is mine. So mine is we are using it here in place of noun. And in next sentence, my, this is my house. My is a possessive adjective. Why it is an adjective? Because adjective, it is showing the quality of a noun. It is showing the possession of this noun, house, my. So before noun we use always adjective. For example, she is a beautiful girl. Before girl we are using an adjective beautiful. So same with house. House is a noun and we are using here adjective my. So it is a possessive adjective because it is showing the possession also. Okay. Next, demonstrative pronoun. When we want to give the demo, to point out a thing, to point out an object, we use a demonstrative pronoun. For example, that is my car. So, to show the demo, to point out that car, we are using this pronoun that. So, that is a demonstrative pronoun. Now, next two pronouns, only last two pronouns are left. This is very easy. See, sixth type is interrogative pronoun. Interrogative pronoun is a pronoun when we want to ask the questions. By using this pronoun, we can ask a question. What is your father's name? So, what is an interrogative pronoun? Who is knocking at the door? Who is an interrogative pronoun? Okay. Next is a relative pronoun. Relative pronoun when we want to show the relation. Right? For example, beta, if we are using it for asking a question, then WH family is an interrogative pronoun. If you want to show use this WH family to show the relation, then it becomes, WH family becomes a relative pronoun. For example, he is the boy. He is a pronoun here. The boy is a noun here. Who stole my notebook? Now I am showing the relation between boy, जिसने मेरी notebook चुराई है. What he has done? Who stole my notebook? Now I want to show the relation between the boy and my notebook that he has stolen. So who? We are using here and it becomes a relative pronoun. We are not asking any question. Next is this is the tiffin box which I found yesterday. Now again I want to show the relation between the tiffin box and what happened yesterday. I found it. So which we are using here. Beta, who is used basically for a person. Which is used for a selection. Selection means this is a tiffin box which I found. जो कि मुझे कल मिला था. I know the man that you are talking about. So, these WH family, we can use it in a relative pronoun if you want to show the relation. Okay, this is all about the chapter number 7 and 8. Do revision of this chapter and be prepared for the test which will be held on Wednesday, chapter number 7 and 8. Okay, and prepare for your terminal examination. Best of luck, beta. Thank you so much.